I got inducted to the North Carolina Baseball Coach Association, which I'm wearing the ring today. And when I look at this ring, I think of all the baseball players I've ever coached. But when I get this ring in August, it represents every kid I've ever coached. Football, basketball, baseball. It means everybody that I've ever had any contact with. And that means the world to me.
Well, I mean, obviously Coach Spivey was, one of the best as far as teaching the game and fundamentals that you could possibly think of. But I think the one thing that stands out to me is why he's a Hall of Famer is, his love of his players, how he cares for his players and how he gets his players to believe in him.
A lot of things make Coach Spivey a Hall of Famer in my mind. First and foremost would be the person that he is, the influence he had on all of us that played for him at Lee Senior. It was more, the baseball side was great, and he was an unbelievable coach, but he was also a life coach. He taught us a lot about being men and how to treat others and what was important. And even though we may not have realized it at the time because we're, 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, you definitely realize it when you get older. And, I tell people all the time, if you have a really good high school coach, you're really blessed. And I was one of those that had not just a really good high school coach, in my mind, one of the best, if not the best high school baseball coach in the state of North Carolina.
The numerous wins, the 2 state championships. But the most important thing about Charlie Spivey, in my opinion, is he's a Hall of Fame coach every day. He's still coach. It's been a while since he's been on the sidelines, but he is one of those guys that really is a coach. And when kids, and I say kids, these are grown men with families now, they all still refer to him as Coach Spivey. That is his name. He truly is a living legend in this area.
They still call me Coach. And that means the world to me, because I would never call Coach Gay by his first name. I would never call Coach Brown by his first name. It was always Coach. Coach Odom was always Coach Odom, because I think that is a big honor.
But Charlie coached basketball too. The first 3 years that we were at Scotland, he was the head JV coach. I was a varsity assistant. And when I got my opportunity to be a head coach at Lee Senior High School, which he had a lot to do with behind the scenes, and I know that, he was my assistant coach. So my first year as a head coach, he was my assistant, and we had a great group of kids. And Charlie was always about, the athletes, the students, and he modeled that. And he had a championship background. I mean, he's a quarterback of a football state championship there under the legendary Paul Gay. And so he's a winner, and he knows what it takes to win.
He was always friendly and smart. So like I said, it made it easier for you to get beat by him because there was certainly no disgrace. So on the coaching thing, no mistakes. He did everything you would hope that he wouldn't do. Take advantage of what was good. So he's good on the field. He's good off the field. His attention to details was amazing.
When I reflect back on where I am now, which to me is still amazing, it's like a fairy tale. I wouldn't be where I am without people like Coach Spivey, and there's a small group that you realize when you get older that help you get to where you are. So thankfulness, but also just proud for him because of all the time. Once you become a coach and you see the time and the energy, you appreciate it even more. So, what I want to make sure Coach Spivey knows is how much we value the relationships we have with him and playing for him, and how he always treated us all equal, and he, treated us like his own. And that's pretty special.
Coach Spivey, I know you've been a Hall of Famer in my mind for a very, very long time, and I'm glad that it's going to be made official tonight, man. You made such a difference in my life, and I just want to thank you on behalf of me and my family. You're the GOAT, man, and I'm really proud of everything you've done, and I love you, brother.
I've been really blessed. I mean, just doing what I want to do in the town I want to do it in the high school. I mean, I can't think of anybody else that's more fortunate and more blessed than I've been.
Why aren't we always listening to beach music during batting practice?
Well, I've evolved. Back when you were there, it was beach music, and then it became country music. And Kenny Chesney, yes, sir. And then later on in my career, I let the kids play what kind of music they wanted, as long as it wasn't any profanity. But my musical taste has evolved over the years too. Now, I mean, I love beach music, and I love country music, and I love the old rock and roll. So it was a smorgasbord when we took BP.